Good morning everybody and welcome to this game between RaveDota and Team Clarity for the Boston Major Open Qualifiers. We're gonna be taking a look at this game today because it is a very long and exciting game, and I am just ecstatic to be able to cast this today. And we're gonna get into it in a second, and it's gonna be fantastic. But before we do that, I want to tell you guys that you're idiots because I asked you in my last cast how to pronounce the VG's name, and everybody gave me an answer, and by that I mean I got 100 replies on how to pronounce it and 100 different pronunciations. So I concluded that nobody fucking knows, and let's just move on with our lives. As per bands, we got an OD, Meepo, Drow Ranger, Luna and Ursa for Team Clarity, and then of course the Elder Titan, Sand King, Faceless Void, Slardar, and one last. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's gonna be the Puck. Pix, Warlock, Juggernaut, Darkseer, Kunkka, and Shadow Demon, Axe, Mirana, Omni Knight. Shadow Demon, of course, being picked up first because Shadow Demon is the best fucking hero in the game. That hero is so sick. The Axe gonna be playing the offlane here. Axe, Shadow Demon, always a sick combination as well, because of course you can create illusions of Axe, which Axe illusions to get the full damage spin, which is just scary. Mirana gonna be either mid or the safe lane. Probably the mid if I had to guess here. You know, you got the Omni Knight already as a support-ish character. Not entirely sure what Rave has in mind here. This is really the kind of lineup where it's not obvious at all which hero is playing what role. It all is going to be determined by that last pick, and that's actually really fascinating. I always love seeing something like that. It's going to be the Slug, so the Slug is going to be the safe laner. We got the Mirana in the mid, and then the Axe in the off lane. Maybe this is actually going to be an aggressive offlane with like Axe Omni Knight or something like that. I am not entirely sure. I honestly couldn't tell you. But of course, a Shadow Demon with Mirana, that's always a scary combination as well. So it could actually be like an Axe in the mid and then the Mirana with the Shadow Demon support. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. This is why I love drafts like this. I think this ambiguity makes it incredibly difficult for your enemy team to really predict what's gonna be going on, and also gives you a lot of it gives you the ability to react to their draft. You know, you see, oh wait, actually we got a hero that can, you know, let's say they pick Timbersaw to go into the mid now. I know they won't, but what if, right? Then you could always say, well, alright, the Axe is all mid now, right? Because Axe might actually wait, never mind. I'm not sure who would win that. I gotta admit, I mean, Timbersaw is really good against strength heroes, but Axe is really good in terms of, like, against any melee in general, and also deals pure damage, which makes the passive of Timbersaw really not that powerful. You know what, that's actually an interesting lane, but never mind. You get the point, right? Alchemist. Let's say they pick an Alchemist and send him into the mid. And then you can say, oh, wait, actually, we got an Axe. The Axe can definitely deal with that. So, yeah. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get into the game. Skip past the pause really quick. I'm hopefully gonna be casting a decent amount of the Boston Major in the coming, I don't know, weeks time. I don't know how to specify the time frame because I have no idea how long it's gonna be. Really comes down to when or not replays are available. It's actually a serious struggle finding replays that are available right now. But alright, so we got Kefs on the Mirana already being smoked up by Cherry. Mark Cherry on the Shadow Demon. We got a Bing on the Slug. Dave playing the Axe. I like that. Rave Dave! And Fly Solo on the Omni Knight. Oh god, they run into the Storm Spirit already. The Storm Nuts First Blood. Oh no, and down goes Nayeon from Clarity. That's a little bit unfortunate, but of course that is the big advantage of having that Shadow Demon and the Mirana. It's just so scary. We got Kunkka being played by Akabane. Gonna be supporting as well as Little Gold on the Warlock. And then we got 21 on the Juggernaut, who is apparently a Young Lean fan, which I don't really get it. I gotta be honest with you, like, Wait, okay, let me say this. I get what people like about it, but I really just... Young Lean is just not my shit, man. I don't know. But what I don't understand is, like, this huge hype around him. Like, I get it why you would want to listen to it, but why is this such a big deal? But anyway, I think that's not really relevant right now, but it just... I don't know, just popped into my head, I suppose. So it will be the Mirana on the mid, and actually Slark gets the bottom rune as well, so... Clarity losing out already, and funnily enough, if we look at this score right now, they're already like 1,000 gold behind. Well, that didn't take very long. Alright, so it's gonna be Storm Spirit against Mirana in the mid. We got a pause, that's fine. Let me just go ahead and skip past this. Sorry, don't really want to watch the pause, but yeah, so it's got they got the Storm Spirit in the mid going up against the Mirana. Definitely a matchup where I would give the edge to the Mirana. It's just Storm Spirit can't really kill her, can't really close the distance, right? Even if he does, he's just gonna jump, or like she's just gonna jump out, and then she kind of just gets to sit there and click on things. And if it comes to clicking on things, usually the hero with better range wins most of the time, and Mirana just really has much better range than a Storm. She's sitting at 630 and Storm Spirit is sitting at 480. That is quite significant. Omni Knight offlaning, and by offlaning we mean literally just chilling, not doing shit. We got Dave in the jungle on the Axe, also just kind of chilling, getting a little bit of money as expected. Right now both teams are just gonna be, you know, gonna be relaxing for the time being, and I think that sounds perfectly reasonable. Oh, we got a trap on the dogs here. Jump from a Bing. Yeah, I don't know if he can actually do this. He doesn't have the Q yet, but one more attack. Actually, the Shadow Poison will be enough to finish off the dogs here right there, and Cherry gets the kill. That's a pretty good pick off right there. I mean, it's gonna happen one way or the other, alright, because it's just how off lane goes, but that's still a little bit unfortunate. In the meantime, up at the top, Fly Solo is actually gonna survive this. I don't think there's any way they kill this Omni Knight. No, that Omni Knight is fine. In the meantime, oh no! No, they got themselves trapped. Oh, this is no good. Little gold. No, one more. That's it. Is it? No. That was so close. But the Warlock manages to just barely sneak out of there. And they don't get the kill. Axe, by the way, he just kind of denied himself to creeps. In the meantime, in the mid lane, we got an initiation from Cherry and the Mirana. They take down the Storm Spirit for a second time. And this is honestly just gonna be a pattern this game, right? Shadow Demon with the Mirana, such a powerful combination, right? It is so insanely strong. And it's just gonna be a little bit of a struggle. And Storm Spirit also is just losing the mid horribly. It's not that bad, right? I wouldn't say that's as expected, but it's definitely a matter of, like, Mirana does well in this lane. Like, it's kind of expected that she would be winning. She's still winning pretty hard, but I guess that's where the kills come in, right? Now she's using that Illusion Rune to kind of help her out with last hitting a little bit. Illusion Rune's very powerful for ranged heroes in the mid, right? I think they're actually something that's quite underrated. In the meantime, we got the Darks here going down at the bottom. Cherry on a killing spree, coming in yet again. This Shadow Demon being kind of the initiator for every single kill in this game so far, right? 3 kills himself, 1 assist, just being helpful, just being significant. In the meantime, Rave Dave and Rave Fly Solo, they're both kind of pulling these creeps away from Clarity right now. And actually, Axe, he doesn't seem to be too afraid. He's charging in, he knows he has the Omni Knight to back him up. That's pretty powerful. Torrent comes out. Seems like 21 actually felt the need to dodge that as well. Meantime, over here, Mirana gonna pick up a haste rune. And oh, actually that Storm Spirit may be in a bit of trouble. The movement speed is definitely an issue. And yup, we got Kevs now gonna start working on Nayeon, using the high ground. Not stepping into those traps from the Storm Spirit, of course. And in the meantime, up at the top, we got a fight. Dave actually taking down the Kunkka. They're still chasing down that Storm Spirit, but nope. At the last second, she manages to sneak the kill. And is now gonna deny herself to neutral creeps. In the meantime, We actually had the Juggernaut go down, the Darkseer at the bottom, and everybody's dying all over the place. Shadow Demon kills himself to Roshan. Every single kill, the Clarity, or like every single death on Rave, I think that's probably a better way of putting it. Every single death on Rave has actually been a deny to the creeps. But there's just so much aggression all over the place. And yeah, this is what I thought. This is what I mentioned at the beginning, where Axe, he can just be really aggressive if he chooses to be. And no, this is where your magic immunity doesn't matter. Dave is not afraid. Dave doesn't give a damn. Dave should maybe give a damn. Dave died. But Dave also got the kill. Although that definitely shouldn't have worked. Because, you know, if Juggernaut gets that kill, then your battle hunger wears off, and then you kind of gets out of there. But I guess in the end the Juggernaut goes down, right? So that's what matters, and I'm sure Dave is happy with his decision. And I just really love that name. Rave Dave. Yeah, it's like a really shitty superhero. I got Mirana in the mid, just walking past the tier 1, showing no fear, no respect. Working on the Storm Spirit, gets the kill, and actually little gold on the run now. Is the arrow going to connect? That is the big question. Invisibility coming out. She's hunting him down. She does have a ward here, so she knows the Warlock is trying to sneak his way around. But we got Marcherry. Marcherry Pie coming in. Scouts out. That little gold is not there anymore. And actually manages to catch him. And that should be a pick off. The Warlock goes down. Kunkka tries to at least do something. But now he finds himself in a pretty bad spot, with the Shadow Demon being around 2 levels ahead of him. That Shadow Poison alone is actually gonna be quite scary. In the meantime, up at the top, young Lean! Not gonna be making any more songs. Cut up into pieces, and Rave Dave just pulling through. And of course, like, that's the advantage of Axe, right? That's one of the big benefits of Axe. He doesn't give a damn about your magic immunity, right? He's just gonna Berserker's Call you anyway, Spinner's Pure. Who cares, right? He's just gonna pound into your face. Actually, we got Kevs taking quite a bit of damage here, the Mirana. In the meantime, Darkseer goes down at the bottom yet again. Seems like Clarity is hoping to at least get something done, but the Storm Spirit, he's just still not level 6. The Starstorm comes out, now the Mirana dropping really low, but the Magic One is gonna keep her alive, and now they'll turn it around. Oh no, Kunkka. Now at least he gets a little bit of damage done, but that's nowhere near enough to actually kill the Mirana, and he falls. In the meantime, up at the top, Fly Solo and Dave are going in deep. 21 uses the Omni Slash to cut down the Omni Knight, but now he's being chased down by the Axe. Axe dropping low, Iron Shell on him, which doesn't really do anything, because that ability doesn't work that way, but Rave Dave will fall, and a little bit of over-aggression from Rave right there. They lose the Axe, they lose the Omni Knight, so that's actually a decent amount of money for Clarity, but Clarity right now is so far behind. They're almost losing like 1,000, you know, they're always falling behind by 1,000 gold every minute. That's just too much. You gotta start changing something. And the starting point here is really gotta make sure that the Storm Spirit can fight. But he finally gets his ultimate. That's actually exactly what I meant. He's about to get boots, so he might be able to do a little bit of something. But you gotta stack up this jungle. You gotta make sure that he can go there and get powerful. If the mid isn't working, Dave, in the meantime, he is kind of being chased down. No fear from Rave Dave! He's not called Bitch Dave, is he? No, he's the Rave Dave. And Rave Dave goes down yet again for the 4th time this game. In the meantime, we got the Darkseer being caught out. We got Akabane around. He's maybe trying to do something to shut this aggression down, but Slark is not having any of it. He uses the Shadow Amulet. The Shadow Amulet invisibility coming in handy, and actually using it on Marcherry as well. They get the Warlock, they get the Kunkka, and Slark's just gonna Shadow Dance away. That's 3 more kills. Everywhere, everybody's dying. The Storm Spirit goes down yet again, up at the top. 21, he is so low in terms of HP. He's gonna be going on Omni Knight, but of course the spin doesn't do anything to him. Activates the magic immunity, and now the Juggernaut will just have to retreat himself out of there. In the meantime, the Mirana being still so aggressive, trying to do so much. Now, of course, she can't really do a crazy amount on her own. You know, she's not really the most reliable in that regard unless Clarity lets her, but it's really the Shadow Demon. The Shadow Demon that enables everything, right? The Shadow Demon that's coming through and shutting everything down. Top tower force. We got the Darkseer just kind of trying to get a little bit of money. He's actually not doing that badly, you know, like, he is one of the top farmers on his team. It's just that one of the top farmers of his team barely has as much money as the Omni Knight here. And look at that, Shadow Demon actually ahead of the Axe, picking up a Blink Dagger already. And now that means even more aggression, even more power from that support. The Shadow Blade at 10 minutes complete on Slark. Not even gonna go for treads. No, we don't need finished boots here. What we need is we need to keep this aggression up. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. Picks up the treads now. And Storm Spirit's just chilling here up at the top, but Dave almost has his Blink Dagger, so he's definitely looking for that one. Arrow gonna fly. Nice! They get the Warlock. No Bob for this fight. The double damage from the Mirana. That's actually just gonna be too much for Clarity to handle. 21 on the retreat. Chopped up. Axe dunk, and now it's just the Mirana running in, but that's gonna be plenty with the double damage. One more hit. Down goes the Kunkka. Luckily, that attack wasn't an uphill miss. And, Mirana with her face boots. It's just 7 and 1. So insanely powerful. Applying so much pressure. But that's not even the most powerful hero on the map. That's the Slark who manages to solo kill the Darkseer at the bottom. Oh god. Kunkka. He gets himself that little bit of experience boost, but it's not really enough. Dave now with a Blink Dagger. Waiting, you know, just kind of chilling. He knows he's gonna have vision. He knows he can always go later, but it seems they're gonna try to collapse on the mid. They want to go for Clarity there. Just kind of try to shut them down. Dave blinks in. He goes for the Storm Spirit. Arrow connects. Bob coming out. We got a Torrent as well as an X. Sadly, no boat yet from the Kunkka. And that's just gonna be a dead Storm Spirit. There's no response because they just don't have the ultimates they need yet. They don't have any items. They don't have any fighting power. Right? And that's exactly what Rave is doing. Rave is just pushing the fighting as much as they can. That's 4 heroes from Clarity in the mid. That's everybody. Storm Spirit being dead, of course, but Rave knows the arrow flies, doesn't connect. I'm not sure if that's enough to deter them from just going in though. Everybody from Clarity is here. They get the X. The Torrent is going to connect, but a huge taunt from Dave. They get one already. Kunkka is on the run, but Kunkka is going to go down. The Shadow Demon picks up that kill. Not a Storm Spirit trying to sneak himself out of the heal. Shadow Bird coming out, but that's not going to be enough. Juggernaut Force, the GG is called. 12 minutes. Not even going to be able to break the 13-minute mark. But Clarity, they just know it's done. They just know it's done. So of course I knew that this was a very short game. But I wanted to do it because it just was like, wait, how many kills are there? Wait, let's go and look at the screen, right? How many is that? 32 kills in 12 minutes. I need to see how this happened. So now we know. Now we know. I hope you guys found this entertaining. I always like watching... Look, let me go and say it like this. I don't like watching stomps if it's like 2 teams that should be evenly matched or anything like that, right? That's not really too interesting to me. But I love watching people that are much better than their opponents just stomp them into the ground because it is so entertaining. I don't know, it's just so entertaining to me. I love it in every game. I love it in Dota, I love it in Smash, you know. I always watch the post matches, always looking forward to those. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating on the video. Don't forget to leave feedback, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.